Yo, what up, Ricky? It's
Yeah,
two birds, one show.
going on.
Not much.
What you
Drinking
drinking?
tonight. Beat me to the punch. I'm doing Alien Church.
Nice.
Nice little beer by Tired Hands. Beautiful can art, I would say.
As always, they're very uh dark, eclectic kind of can art. Um, a lot like what you see with, sometimes what's the other brewery that does that shit? I want to say like Electric Brewing out in California. They got that really macabre kind of you know uh, death art in a sense, and very eclectic and strange and different, but not in a bad way. I mean, listen, art is art. It's everything's beautiful to somebody. Yeah, but I,
Yeah.
I I think Electric is a lot like Tired Hands with their can art, and that's your thing.
Well, I mean, you want to get that grab you on the shelf, and
Yeah,
I think Tired Hands has a little bit of artwork that will definitely do that. So,
yeah, no doubt. Tonight I got that is called Tavern Cut. It's from Hot Butcher to the World. I want to say they're in the Midwest. I want to say like St. Louis area, somewhere in Missouri, I think. I could be mistaken, but I think so. It's funny. This is a Tavern Cut, and so I don't know if you can see the. It's like a square piece of pizza.
okay.
That's what Tavern Cut is. Like you get that in the Midwest a lot. It's a square. They cut it in squares. Other than unlike us, that cuts it in triangles.
Well, I
Um,
just had a Detroit style pizza tonight, and
well,
that
that's
was
yeah,
good.
but
Like this,
but that's like almost like a Sicilian style.
yeah, a little bit. It's
So
a little bit
I mean, listen, you're as fucking much East Coast as I am. You're a New Jersey boy. Our
right,
pizza slices are in triangles, unless we're getting a
right,
Sicilian. I know, everybody,
right.
Detroit or whatever. I know. Listen, I'm as much of a pizza connoisseur as I am a beer
A
connoisseur.
little
Trust me. I just don't post
grandma
it on
pie.
Untapped and shit. But what I'm saying is, this beer is called Tavern Cut because it's got a square piece of pizza on it that is big
Right.
in the Midwest. And
Yeah.
what I was alluding to was last weekend I had a beer. Fuck, I can't remember the name, but it was this brewery that did a collab with Other Half. It was called
Okay.
like Triangles versus Squares because Other Half is Brooklyn and fucking Hot Butchers Midwest. So it's Triangles versus Squares.
All right. Well,
So
I had a
anywho, here's the beer. She's a purdy. She's a beaut, Clark.
Dubuque, Dubuque Clark. I had a hot butcher from a local tavern called Colonial Cafe. It was
Nice.
very good
Shout
beer.
out, great
So
spot by the way. Georgia,
it
the
was a
man.
it was the first time I had a hot butcher, and I will say, man, they're on a good tier, man. Good beer.
Yes, yes. Dude, I was saying it earlier before we went on air. I mean, people are going. I'm going to say this because I know millions are watching. And they're like, "That's blasphemy," but they're like the fucking tree houses of the one of them in the Midwest. So with like Black Stack and
Oh man,
the guys that
that's
make Toppling Goliath.
yeah,
I'm
man.
saying, but they're the top. They're the next level guys in the Midwest. Like we have Treehouse
Right.
Trillium, another half. They have like Black Stack, Hop Butcher, fucking Toppling Goliath. You know what I mean? That everybody's got their and same out in West Coast, you have like Monkish and a
Right.
few of the other ones. Electric kind of they mix the West Coast with the NEIPAs, but everywhere's got their IPA level rankings when you're in my fucking book.
And I would say Hot Butcher, man, that's up there. Now I'm happy to have the good connection I do have for like Toppling Goliath and
Word up.
Black Stack, man. There's a lot of good breweries out there, man, in the Midwest, and definitely check them out, man.
Great point. So what's going on, Bull? We came on, was Gary by shout out. I know we had millions of people waiting. We went on an hour late. Dieter's
Yeah.
out having beers with his
My
good
bad.
homie from the Navy. Shout out to the Navy. No, seriously, shout out to the Navy.
my buddy Paulie from Connecticut came down and did a little traveling. So I was happy to see you, man. But yeah, that's a little reason why we're a little late. But yeah,
Dieter, we're lucky. Our audience stays up late.
Yeah, I mean, we got plenty of audience, and they're always listening to us. You know what I mean? Like,
listen, we're across 57 states and fucking 9 countries.
Good beer and good sports. You know what I'm saying?
Word up,
right there.
At it. Look, hey, listen, I got it. Ooh. So anywho, listen. So I wrote down a few things with some talking points.
Right.
I don't know how you want to say. I don't want to keep beating a dead horse. I don't want to lead off with Eagles because we've mourned the loss and it's time to move on. We'll sneak them in, but I wanted to say something about the Phillies. Everybody's all reported for the most part in spring training, and hopefully a great year for the Phillies. They made some great additions in the offseason. With signing Trey Turner, who's in my money a top 3 shortstop in the league in all of baseball. And, you strengthened your bullpen, which was kind of much needed by giving it more depth, adding guys like, Gregory Soto and, Craig Kimbrell and Strom and, another, you know what I mean? This bullpen's going to be lethal. You're going to only have to ask your starters, just go 5 innings for me, give me a lead, and the game's over. Like, wow. That bullpen's going to be lights out.
I have been very impressed with the offseason advances. Too. Yeah, I mean, like it's been crazy, dude. It's never been like this before, dude. So I feel like, we went to the World Series last year, and it is just we're just trying to get back there again. And then seeing the guys on the spring training, they're all excited. Yeah, I mean, they're all about it, and they feel like this is the best team that they ever fucking played on, and then we are going to get back there, man. So it's a good fucking vibe, man. It's a good feeling.
I agree totally, man. That you put it fucking excellent, man. That is a great point. That is a great vibe on this team. You brought in new talent, better talent, and I don't know, man. I think you're right. I think this team's getting back to the World Series, and I think this time they're going to punch through. I think they're going to. I don't want to get too ahead of myself. Anywho, I think it's a very bright future for this Phillies organization, this team.
Well, to say like last year was a fluke, well, we're coming back this year, man. We're coming back strong. Yeah. You know what I mean? There ain't going to be no fluke this year, and I can't wait, man. I got tickets for the St. Patty's Day game, and I'm.
Did you read that article? How they can't wear the green jerseys this year?
What?
Yeah, no. Look it up. I just read it. Yeah, I just read it today. There's some kind of weird fucking thing going on where they're not allowed to wear them this year.
What?
Yes. When we get off, look it up. I'm telling you, I just read it this afternoon. I don't want to quote anybody because I don't want to be held accountable because I know where you go across millions of fans.
Damn it. God damn it, dude. Like, why would they do something like that?
It had something to do with Nike, I think.
What?
I don't. This when we get off, look it up. I just read it today. I wanted to say too, and thank you for your service. Speaking of Navy, did you see fucking Noah's Song? The Phillies now can bring on to. He was the Rule 5 draft. If anybody remembers Shane Victorino and Odubel Herrera, they were Rule 5 guys. They're guys you took off of other teams because they just couldn't have enough spots for them to hold on their roster. And a lot of times you might get some hidden gems. Now, this Noah's Song last few years has been in the Navy, so he couldn't report. So a lot of teams passed on him. He was first-round talent, but went in the 4th round because of that. The Navy just released him to be able to come and join the roster early. So, and this guy was first round talent. He only went, and he was drafted, by the way, by Dave Dombrowski, the Phillies president and GM, and did at the time when he was with the Red Sox, who, by the way, he got a title for with the Red Sox. So this kid might be a hidden gem that nobody's talking about. But remember the Rule 5 draft kid, Noah Song. If we're still on in 8 months, remember I talked about this, so we'll see. Also,
awesome, dude. Noah Song, is that his name, right?
Noah Song, yeah. Rule 5 draft, that, Navy kid.
Very nice.
Yeah,
very
also,
nice. Very nice journalisting work there, buddy.
That's what I do.
That's A class. That is, man, that's top-notch stuff right there, bud.
Also, don't forget the signing of Josh Harrison for the Phillies. Nobody's going to remember this signing right now. It was about a week ago, but quietly, when we're playing the World Series and this guy's getting game-winning fucking singles in the 7th, 8th, 9th inning. Remember Josh Harrison? This guy can play all over the infield. He's a backup infielder. Could probably, spot play in the outfield. Was actually on the Phillies roster in 2020. Didn't work out, and then had a couple good years on other teams, and we just got him back, and that's quietly a great signing. Good job, Phillies. More credit.
And that's what it's all about in the offseason, man. Looking up for the pickups.
Right. It's making not only the big, giant Trey Turner signings, but also these fucking role players.
Right.
The fucking
hidden gems.
The screws that turn the machine.
Right, man. Good work, dude. Awesome.
Yeah. So yeah, just that and fucking the Eagles, listen, we're kind of in that, just a holding phase right now,
We're just in a beat and defeated phase. I'm sad. I'm sad to say it, but you have to grieve. You have to grieve.
Yeah,
man.
Listen, I hear it.
It's we thought that we were going to be the best. And we got knocked out.
I'm going to say this, though. For whatever it's worth, the nucleus of this Philadelphia Eagles franchise is really good. And I think their future is very bright. And I think there's a lot of winning to come. You remember when the Donovan era started? And I'm not comparing it just to that. Listen, in Donovan's second year, he was in the NFC title game, one game away from what so. And then that started a run of like 6 or 7 really fucking great years. Came close. Donovan didn't win it, but that's not to say Jalen won't win it.
Well, our coaches got picked to shit. All our coaches are pretty much gone.
Well, that's what happens though when you have a young staff and you're coming off a good winning season. But that happens to every team in the league. Right. So anybody that's out there that's upset about this, it's okay. It happens to every good team in the league, and especially when you have young talent, young coaching talent.
What do you have? 16 free agents, man.
19. Oh,
Jesus fucking Christ!
I wanted to actually. I wanted to play a game with you. I want to hear your thoughts dude. On. I'm gonna name a name. I'm gonna say stay or go.
I'm too hammered for that. I'm too hammered for that chicken.
Are you?
Jesus. Oh
nice.
God,
what were you drinking?
Jeez. There's no way I could go through these names. 19 names, man. That's a lot of names, man.
How about this one? How about Brandon Graham?
I love him, man.
I do too. I hope but I don't think he'll be back. I wish he would. I don't
think so. He's got Fletcher Cox. Nah, I don't think that's gonna happen.
I don't think so either. Miles Sanders.
Nope.
I don't think so either.
Christ, man.
TJ Edwards.
Depressing.
TJ Edwards. I know. Well, listen, this is the way to walk, kid. This is how it goes. Listen, these are fun. Though. These are good. These fights. This is good. We got to fight to see if Howie's the GM. We hope he is. And this is going to be an off season to see what the metal of Howie Roseman's really made of.
I love sports. I do. And I'm just not at that mock draft point in my life right now after losing the fucking Super Bowl. I'm still, it's brutal. It's fucking brutal.
Yeah.
I mean? Like, I can't be like, oh, well, hey, man, that's it. And I'm going to mock draft this and pick that and this and that. Dude, no. I'm not at that point yet. Good for you, the people that lost in the playoffs and have nothing else to do. Yeah, mock draft your ass off all you want. But I'm just not at that point right now.
All right. Well, nice diatribe. So back to stay or go. Jason Kelsey, is he here? Or is he gone next year?
Dude, I would love
Listen,
to have him.
it's a sports talk show. It's a sports and beer talk show. I got to answer the fucking questions.
I know. It's so hard to. I don't think he's staying. I think
you don't think
gone.
so? Oh, I do. I think he sees another run this year.
I hope he stays because he has a podcast and everything going on. I mean, that's got to be a good amount of money, dude. You're right. I mean, he's got to be making decent money.
He's making great money. He's probably the top paid center in the league. How about fucking Isaac Seumalo, our starting right guard? Is he going to be here now? He's a free agent.
Nah, he ain't staying, dude.
I don't think so either. Well, thank you for playing the game. You win a fucking Downy fucking hand basket.
Oh God!
How about Chauncey Gardner Johnson?
Oh, I would fucking love to have him stay, but I don't think.
Me too. How about James Bradbury? He's another free agent.
It's got to be one or the other, man. You have to have one or the other, dude.
How about Javon Hargrave? One of the best D tackles in the fucking league. Dude, you got to sign all three of them. Howie, listen, I know Howie Roseman watches this fucking show. I know you do. I'm telling you right now. I know you have 19 free agents. No, listen, here's the three you got to sign. 1, Javon Hargrave. 2, James Bradbury. 3, CJ Gardner Johnson. Sign them 3. I know, finagle the money, however you got to twist it and turn it, and then go have a good draft. And guess what? You will be right back in the Super Bowl if you can do those things. Yeah. Things 3, I ask of thee, Howie. You do those things, I guarantee you we're in the Super Bowl again next season. And me and you're going to be watching, be like, Rick, I'm going to play this clip of you in fucking February, whatever today's date is, 21st, of you predicting if Howie did this. And then we're in the Super Bowl. And we'll be in the Super Bowl next season too.
That's some very wishful thinking.
Yes.
Keep all 3.
So listen, probably not going to roll through an hour tonight. You know, we're at fucking 18 minutes. And I'm going to tell you this. I wrote down all my notes of my talking points I was going to talk about sports-wise. You know what I wrote down? I'm going to show you what I wrote down. I got each team. You know, I have right here at the top Phillies, Eagles, 76ers. And you know what I have written for the Flyers? Stink. Because they fucking stink. Listen, you're playing yourself right in the mediocrity, right in a terrible draft pick, right in the middle, where you're not bad enough to get a great pick, and you're not good enough to win anything. Listen, stop going 500, man. Just tank the season.
God. Yeah, they ain't going to.
Dieter, this is the season to do it, though. There's some really, really great talent at the top of this draft. You heard it here first when we talked about it 8 weeks ago. From me. Motherfucker, dude. I told you, I'm telling you, lose games, Flyers.
That coach is not going to lose a game.
I know. You're right, and I know, and I get it. Man. But they got to figure out, then make the front office do it. Make them sick guys the fuck out, you know.
Yeah. Jesus.
Fake an injury. Do something. Get a top 5 pick, damn it.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, did you watch the Sixers game tonight while you were at Uno?
Yeah, they won, right? I believe. Wait
a minute. How amazing was that fucking game? That's like game of the year right now so far. For the whole year, that's the fucking game of the year. That's the game of the fucking year. You kidding me?
Memphis, right? I mean, is that the game of the year? Really?
Did you watch it?
A little bit, yeah. But I mean, I just didn't really feel like, wow, that's a game of the year.
So far in the regular season? Dude, Memphis is the number 2 seed in all the Western Conference. They beat us early in December. We met up the first time. And this game, the 76ers led in this game for like 20 seconds earlier in the game, and Memphis came out and dominated the whole fucking game, and the Sixers just chipped away, and then come fourth quarter, totally fucking in an epic performance to make a comeback. I think they were down by 17 at one point.
Right. It was first half they were losing.
It was an amazing game. You got, the number 2 seed in the Western Conference against the number 3 seed 76ers in the Eastern Conference. That game was that was George Foreman, fucking Muhammad Ali, dude. That was a great game. Ja Morant and the crew over in Memphis against Joel and fucking James Harden. And James, by the way, I'm a huge fan, kid.
You won me points in the fourth. You know what I mean? Scored 35 points in the fourth. You know what I mean?
I know you just looked the stat up, motherfucker. I'm watching you look at your fucking TV screen. I know you're looking at I know. I watched the game. I saw what happened. You were drinking beers, fucking looking over every 19. So don't tell me that I know what they scored in the fourth quarter.
But
that was a great fucking game.
I was watching the whole game, and I was like, man, they're fucking down the whole game. So, yeah, they came back in the fourth.
No shit. They were only ahead for 20 seconds in that game.
Right. Yeah. I mean, I'm happy they won, but Jesus Christ.
Me too. That was the game of the year so far in the regular season. That was a great game. Listen, I watch a ton of NBA games, man. That game was that was a box office sellout, dude. That game was great, dude. That was, my goodness. That was an amazing game. I'm serious, dude. Go look at my fucking Facebook feed, dude. That game was fucking the tits, dude. That was a top level game. Kidding me?
Okay. Well, I'm sitting at Uno's drinking my beer and telling my friend, "Oh yeah, we're watching the Sixers game, and they're losing the whole goddamn game. And now to the fourth quarter, did they start fucking winning? You know what I mean?
Like, sports great, motherfucker." I know. How great is that? They were losing the whole fucking game, and you're probably like, man, this game fucking sucks. I don't want to watch it, right? And then you look back, and you're like, and you kept looking back, and each time you're like, oh, wait a minute. Oh, I'll look back an extra second ahead of time. And you know what it is? And by the end of it, you're thinking, oh, my God, what a great win. I can't believe it. I'm over here sipping my fucking spritzers in the fucking Pizzeria Uno. And I can't believe my Sixers are getting ready to fucking win the game. That's what makes sports great.
Oh shit, man! Spritzers, you saw
white wine, the Catalina wine mixer, motherfucker.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
No, it was a great game. It was fun.
I think it's about that time. Yeah, about that time. That we.
What are you going with?
Well, what am I going?
Beer wise, dude, I'm more interested in what you're doing beer wise than you talking to me about sports tonight. Show me what you're drinking, dude. Oh, there it is. Oh, the angels sing. Oh, there it is. Boom, fucking swoosh.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Yes, sir. Well played.
I've been saving this all week. Thank you, buddy Ricky. Brother.
Love you, kid.
Love you too, bro.
You're one of my best buds, man. We little fucking best, good friends since we're fucking knee high and a tall dog, dude.
Yeah.
Always look out for my peoples. Same with, my other great beer friends. Shout out to fucking Pittsburgh Bill. Mikey M, Bond. Beer friends are the best friends, man. Al, your beer friend Al and fucking what's your buddy out in Minnesota?
Scott.
Shout out to Scott.
Yeah, I wouldn't get much Black Stack if I didn't have a good friend from my Navy experience with Scott.
And those beers, all the Black Stack beers I've tried, I've gotten from you. By the way, thank you for hooking me up. They were all really fucking good, man. I mean, next level IPA level. I call them, honestly, the Black Stacks you've ever given me, I mean, next level. They're like the tired hands of fucking the Midwest.
They're like 10% all day, every fucking day.
Always the fucking triples. Yo. Oh my God.
You're like, hey, we're going to sprinkle this hop on, that hop on.
Yeah.
And then it's
here's
10%.
some more sugar. Bring the ABV up. It's good, but here.
Here's a little Strata. Here's a little Galaxy, and then it's
Oh.
10%.
They keep raising that sugar in the beer, man. They keep raising the sugar, raising the ABV.
It's
So
a good
let's
brew,
fucking
man.
dump more sugar in. Now listen, and I'm not saying this to any insult to anybody. Listen, I drink more craft beer than most, and I have, and I say that with respect and humbleness. But I know a lot of breweries that had a ton of sugar. They're shit, man. I know the difference. I've tasted every style of everything. And some breweries can add sugar and bring up the ABV, and you'll never tell them the beers are even better. And then some put it in. You're like, fuck, man. This is like a fucking diabetes milkshake. You know what I'm saying? Like certain, and Black Stack nails it. They can make a strong beer and make it taste like, a 6% IPA. And the other half can do the same thing. And even Treehouse. You kidding me? You can hand me a fucking Treehouse that's 9.8 and I'd be like, oh, it's a nice 7.5 IPA.
Yeah, it's a difference of a triple IPA or a lactose milkshake IPA. You know what I mean? You know what you're getting into.
Well, I mean, with milkshake and those IPAs, they're just, IPAs that people like that vanilla and milk sugar too. They're good. They're not for me. They're not saying I've had some I like, but it's not my style. I know people love the milkshake IPAs, but I'll pass. I mean, I'll take them over lagers. Hashtag lagers are boring. You'll be seeing that hashtag come up a lot.
Pilsners. Yeah. No.
I like a lager, but like I said, lagers are good, but lagers are boring. So anywho, well, I don't know. What else we got to talk about? I was going to talk some Eagles draft.
What about the kid that did the NBA Jam, man, from Sixers,
nice.
man?
Mac McClung. McClung, did you see what I posted last week?
I don't think so, man.
Oh, dude. It was probably it was the best dunk contest I ever saw. I'm saying it. I said what I said. It was the best. Dude, he had the best 3 dunks of any. And listen, I'm an MJ fan. I'm a Dominique fan. Vince Carter, Tracy McGrady, all the great. Listen, I watch the dunk contest. I know it's corny, but I love it, and I watch it every year. That was top 3 best dunks I've ever seen. Mac motherfucking Clung, dude. Shout out. Delaware Bluecoats, aka the 87ers, called up for a game to step in there and do it, and he fucking shocks the world. That kid fucking ruled. He got 2 out of 3 50 scores, which is the best of the best, and the other one was 48.
Now, is he going to play in the NBA or anything?
Maybe, but not right now. Not on a NBA championship level team that's contending. You're not going to bring that kind of noise in right now. Listen, he's a nice kid. He can dunk the basketball, but this is what the 76ers play is grown man basketball. That's championship level basketball. I mean, the East consists of 3 teams right now: Philly, Boston, Milwaukee. And I'm telling you, that's it. And one of them 3s win the NBA title this year. Hopefully it's the Sixers.
Now, how long has McClung been in system or?
I don't know. Who knows what the minor leagues in basketball? I'm rolling the dice. Since the beginning of this season, 5 months. I don't know. I know he played a game or 2 here and there. He played with Golden State for a game or 2, or maybe but nothing meant anything. I don't think you're gonna see him on the Sixers. In fact, I can guarantee you won't see him on the Sixers this year. Is it a guy they developed? Maybe it was just a flash in the pan, a guy we talk about 25 years from now. And I'm like, yo, dude, remember that 6'1" white kid that had the belt? He was the Rocky of the slam dunk contest. Yeah, Ricky, I remember. We're here, we toast beers.
I get it. I get it. Yeah,
that's what Mac McClung is. And God bless you. I love the kid, but that's what Mac McClung is.
It was a good fucking show, man. It was a good show.
It was, and I'm glad Philadelphia got to represent and put its name out there for that because we need all the good pub we can get. Enough people have been knocking us down, giving this city a bad name for long enough.
Yeah, it was nice to have a win. It was nice to have a win.
Yeah. It's always nice to have a win. And now, guess what? Now you play Boston Saturday night. Are you kidding me?
God damn,
This is like Eagles Dallas on Monday Night Football. You kidding me? Saturday night Eagles or 76ers Celtics? Oh my gosh, this is gonna be a fucking the fist fight in the phone booth. Oh my goodness gracious.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I don't have a whole lot more else tonight. I got my Sixers in. I got, some Eagles, stay or go. Phillies. Phillies, it was good. I saw Kyle Schwarber face the young kid, Andrew Painter. He's a really good young right-hander. I don't know a ton about him, but I know he's like 19 and he's got great stuff. But, we've heard that a million times in baseball, but we'll see. I know Schwarber hit a fucking bomb off him in live practice today and, brought the kid into the majors, said, welcome to the majors, kid. So we'll see where that goes.
How do you feel about the Nola contract? Do you think
well, pay him. Just pay him. Whatever, just pay him. Yeah. Same way I'm saying with Jalen Hurts, just pay him. And let's move on. And there's some players you question, do I sign them? Do I sign them this much money? Those guys you don't just pay them. Because it's the right thing to do, and that's how you're going to win championships. Because the smart thing to do is to pay your best players. You want to fucking nickel and dime and frickin' frack? Do that with the third lower level guys. You know what I mean? Don't do it with the fucking with the aces. You know what I mean? You have an ace in your hand, keep it. Trust me, it always is a good idea. The percentages are always with you.
It's a good call.
Yeah, seriously. I would say sign them. Sign him. And don't even insult the man. Give him what he deserves. Same with Jalen Hurts. Give the fucking guy what make him the highest paid player in the league. Seriously. Give him what he deserves. He took this team to a fucking Super Bowl. Aaron Donald, same thing, dude. You're a huge part in getting the World Series. Just pay the guy. And don't even insult him when you pay him. Give him more than you thought he was going to ask. Yeah. And that's what I'm saying. We've done enough losing in Philadelphia where it's like, let's not fucking nickel and dime shit. Let's go do what we have to do to win championships. Because that's what championships is. That's part of the system. It's playing, coaching, and front office. And front office, guess what? Your secret weapon is if you spend the fucking money, you'll win a lot more than you don't. That's it.
You speak the truth. Speak the truth there, Ricky.
Listen, sir. This ain't my first fucking rodeo, as they say.
Oh, man. Well, I'm sorry about being a little late in the game. But
good, kid.
I'm glad we put out the show. 2 birds, 1 show.
See you next week, killer.
There you go.
Later.
Later.